We're here to talk about Wicked. AMC Tyson's, you can count your days. Santa baby.
Citizen. The people in the crowd had listened.
Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing. No such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas, mad snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your lover, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga. It's beauty in the struggle, nigga.
Hey double majors, welcome back to my channel. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppington? If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brelynn. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell that way you don't miss notification from me, and follow me on my social media at brelynn.hunt. Welcome back to another vlog. As you guys can tell, or maybe, well, good morning. Actually, it's afternoon now. It's like 2:30. I feel like I have the longest morning / like day routine ever. Interestingly enough, yesterday I just uploaded my ideal morning routine, which I uploaded that in November, but I filmed it in February. Life was going on. I didn't really feel like I liked the video. I wasn't super like inspired or encouraged to edit it, and my life is completely different now than it was then. And my life has like changed multiple times. I talk about this all the time, but the chapters in my book of life are so short. So that was one season. This is another season. I'm in a new apartment. I'm currently in my FUNemployment, so I don't have to be anywhere at any certain time. Now my job is being committed to myself and all the things that are going to make me happy, whole, holy, and well. So I try not to be too hard on myself for having an extended long morning routine where I spend time with God for hours, and then I go to the gym for hours, and then I get ready and get cute for hours, because it's like, this is my job, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But anyway, that was my morning routine. I especially don't want to be hard on myself because it really is just a season. Like, this is all going to, for lack of better words, like end very soon. Like, this is not going to be how it's going to be forever. Wait, that's not what I wanted to come on here to talk to you guys about. Today is Wicked Day. If you know I am a Wicked girly down. Okay, Wicked was the first movie that I saw on Broadway when I was 14 years old for my 14th birthday. My parents surprised me with a limo ride with me and 3 of my like middle school friends to New York, and we drove up there, we went shopping, and we saw Wicked on Broadway. I loved it, but I hadn't seen it again until my 27th birthday on West End in London, and that was amazing because like all the 3 main characters, Elphaba, Glinda, and I never remember the prince's name, they were all black. It was so good. And you all know, back in my previous life when I was competing in pageants, I danced to Defying Gravity from the Wicked soundtrack for my talent. So I am a Wicked girl through and through. I feel like it is just such an amazing story. The music is amazing, and so I'm super excited because the movie is out today, and of course I'm gonna go see it early access. As you guys saw, I got myself a cute little Starbucks treat. They have this treat called Glinda's Potion. It's really good, and this is my caffeine for the day. I texted my friend, I just said, what you doing tonight? And she just said, yes, I'm down. What time and address? I love that. Everybody needs a friend like that. I'm gonna wear pink, but then I decided I should wear green for Elphaba. That's why I'm in my green outfit. I equally love both Glinda and Elphaba. I don't know. Obviously, Elphaba has my heart because like, she's that girl as well. I did get my Glinda drink. Maybe next time I go, I'll dress up as, not dress up. I don't know if you're gonna be dressed up at the theater tonight. I have not been to like the opening night of a movie in a very long time. Opening night, probably not since Hunger Games. And I don't remember people dressing up. Fun fact, I've never seen Black Panther. So when people were dressing up to the movies, I wasn't a part of that. What else did I miss? I think like people were kind of dressing up for Little Mermaid, but I wasn't doing that either. Like, I'll go in theme. Yeah, the reason why I'm so excited about this is because obviously I love the musical, so I'm so excited to be able to like have the movie to watch over and over and over again, because you guys know, like with musicals, no matter how much you enjoy it, you can't go and watch it all the time, which is why I love Legally Blonde the musical, because it is on YouTube. Last time I was this excited to see something in theater was actually the Hunger Games movie. I think about how much I enjoyed reading the book, it being a 5-star read, and then being able to see it in theater. And this is the new Hunger Games movie, the one with the snakes and the songbirds. I forgot the title of it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I didn't go opening night, so I don't know if people were dressed up for that, but there is something about a movement behind a movie. Oh, you know what? I guess technically I did dress up for Barbie. I wore pink. I wear pink every other day, so that really doesn't mean, but I did technically dress up for Barbie, but then I hated the Barbie movie. So I'm hoping I don't hate this movie, but I don't think that I can. I don't think that I can. I really think that it would be impossible for them to upset me for this movie. Like, my expectations are high, but I feel like there's no way they won't be able to meet them. Y'all, literally last night on TikTok, I saw somebody talk about how they were influenced by Aaliyah to download this app called Structured, and how it's basically a way for you to time block your day. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect, because I used to write down my to-do list throughout the day, but since I'm not like working from home right now, and I'm not going into the office, I'm not necessarily like on a computer, like sometimes the things that I have have to do are very like up and around, and it can be little things like going to the gym, doing my devotion, taking out the trash, and then writing down whatever. So it's like sometimes things just get pushed off to the next day because my to-do list day after day after day is like long but short, and sometimes things don't have a deadline, but I still want to get them done. I've honestly been using my notes app a lot to kind of go through my day, and I'll just checklist it. And so I saw her talk about this app. I immediately downloaded it. I was like, yes, this is exactly what I need. This is my first time using it, and I will say I like it, but there's just a few things that I wish I could change. Like, for example, I was up until 2:30, 3 a.m. finishing ACOTAR. We're gonna do a Brelynn's book review later, but yes, I finished the first book, and so I was just kind of like up really late, and I wanted to wake up around 8:30, which is pretty late in the morning, but like anything past 8:30 I kind of feel guilty sleeping in, especially with daylight savings. You only have like 5 minutes of it being sunlight, so I don't like to sleep in and waste my entire morning. Even if I have like technically nothing to do for the day, it really, you know, messes with your mind when you finally start sitting down to edit a video or, you know, do some type of work and it's pitch black outside, which will happen at literally 4:30. Like I said, I went to sleep super late, so I woke up about an hour later, and instead of just being able to like shift my entire day by an hour, had to go through and kind of like change each interval. And I don't like that, because sometimes things happen. Like, what if I had an impromptu meeting and I'm like, you know what, I want my entire timeline to stay the same but shift down an hour, or like I want to put something here and I want everything to shift to move it. I wish that there was like a better way you could do that instead of just like individually moving each of the toggles. But yeah, like I said, this is my first day using it, so I'm gonna play around with it. Give it something that I keep in my routine, especially during this season of my life. Right now, my task was to intro the vlog and let you know that today is a Wicked day, and now I'm about to do some computer work. I have just been working here in my glam room. It has not changed since the last vlog, but hopefully in this vlog, since it's gonna be spread out throughout a couple of weeks or so, you guys will see some changes in here. I'm gonna lock technically behind my schedule here, which I also kind of don't like that feeling. It's very hard to decide, like, is this going to be good for me or not? I definitely struggle with time awareness, which is why like I'm always perpetually late. Maybe if I did a better job of being able to predict how long each task would take, then I could possibly use this app and this tool better. But because I don't have that mastered just yet, like I said, it kind of gives me anxiety when I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm behind. I'm supposed to start responding to my emails now, but taking a shower took me longer than I thought it was going to do. But it's like, it's okay, like it's all gonna get done. But also, when you have that mindset of like everything's gonna get done, that's when you look at your day and you're like, how did I not get everything that I want to get done? And so I don't know. Honestly, my to-do list for today is pretty crazy. So I don't actually know if all of these things can be done today. When I map them out timeline-wise, it's like, yes, I should be able to. But I also think that when it just comes to, again, energy, and maybe I'm not giving myself enough time, it's like, maybe this isn't a realistic to-do list. Maybe it's more realistic to see it like this and then to know, okay, that's actually a lot to do in one day. When I've been doing my to-do list, actually in this season, I found myself giving myself that grace in order to say, you can probably realistically get 2-3 major things done in a day. That doesn't include, again, like I said, my devotion, making my bed, and going to the gym and like eating breakfast. Like, those are the things that should be solid in my morning every day. But like, if I say that I'm gonna do laundry and go grocery shopping and cook dinner, that may take my entire day. And then by that point, it may be, you know, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, and I may just wanna eat my dinner, watch a Netflix show, and then go to bed and read a book. Like, that may be my day, and it may feel like, what did you do with your day? But today you do laundry, grocery shop, tomorrow you respond to emails, maybe edit a video, the next day you'll, you know what I'm saying? So like every day, if you do something at the end of the week, your entire to-do list will get done, but you probably can't do everything on your to-do list in one day. I don't know why this is a struggle that I've been having, like I said, when I'm literally in my fun employment season. I guess it's because I don't just want to sit in the bed all day and every day and do nothing. It's very strange having no job but still having a full to-do list. I still have many things to do every day, especially with me trying to be consistent with uploading these vlogs, catching you guys up. It'll take me an entire day to edit a vlog. I'm still trying to get my apartment together. I'm hanging out with friends, and then I'm also vlogging, and that's real life. So I don't know, it's so strange where I'm like, I have nothing but time, but yet I still feel like I don't have enough time. And I hope this blesses you as much as it blessed me. I had someone tell me literally just this past Sunday that We always repeat the verse from Romans. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, and God is Lord over time. He is omnipotent. He is the only one who is at the beginning and at the end, and who time is nothing for him. The Bible says that 100 years is like a day in his time. So if time has to subject itself to God, and I am a child of God, that means that time is working for me. Time is an employee for me, and time will also be one of those things that works together for my good. Even though it feels like time is fighting against me, it actually isn't. It is working for me, because everything is working for me and for my good. There's a reason why we had this conversation. I'm going to do some more praying and Bible study about that, but that's kind of just what's been going on in my spirit, in my head, and in my life right now. But speaking of time, I didn't plan on talking to you guys for 10 minutes to open up this vlog, so I am going to get to my computer work, and I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Okay, y'all, it's hours later. I'm about to head out to go to the theater now. First of all, I'm going to put on my Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. Okay. There really wasn't much for me to vlog today. I had a couple of things on my to-do list that involved me getting up, but I ended up staying at my desk. So I'm probably gonna need a jacket. A light jacket is fine, you know, for the fit, but a full-on coat is like, oh, why I gotta do all of that? Now that I think about it, I don't even know if I'm bringing you guys on the vlog camera, because this is a theater, child. Okay. I'm excited! Oh my gosh, Wicked! I'm gonna vlog on my phone, and then when I come back, I'll do a recap of the movie. Talk to you guys later. Yo, we tried. That's not ours, but I'm just saying that this right here, this ain't it. So we're gonna stick with red, like how we normally do.
Enjoy the magic of movies.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. AMC Tyson's, you can count your days. You can count your days, y'all. How do I even explain what just happened? Here we are in the theater, in the middle of watching the movie. They singing, they dancing. It's about to be the scene where they become friends, and the screen goes black. The screen goes black in the middle of the movie. Apparently, the power went out in the entire theater. They told us we could wait for a little bit to see if it came back on. That was already shocking, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this has never happened to me before. Like, what is happening? And then they just end up coming back and being like, you know what? Forget it. Actually, no. We're not even going to try and make the stuff come back on. We're just going to give you passes to come back and to watch it another day. Go home. So I only saw half of the movie. Are you kidding me? Like, literally, this is a joke. This is a sick, cruel joke. Because I'm like, y'all saw, I was literally so excited. I'm like embarrassed, because I'm like, I was so excited to watch this movie for a lot of different reasons. But I just thought it was gonna be a good time. And I literally tried to make a whole thing out of it. I got dressed, I got my Starbucks. Like, this was the main event for my day. And of course, I was gonna go see it anyway, twice or maybe 3 times, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. So I was only able to see about half of the movie. It's the way they were like, don't even worry about it. Honestly, just go home. I was like, oh, okay then. It was getting good. This was the best part. They was about to become friends. This is... that mascara is really stuck today. Oh, why would they do that to me? Like, I think the thing that was most embarrassing was that once we walked outside, I'm expecting for it to be like, Toto! Like, super crazy outside, windy and raining. It's barely raining. Like, it's literally drizzling. It's a little windy, but like, barely drizzling. Like, I didn't have a hood, I wasn't running, like, no problem at all. Anyway, that was a very strange situation. Very awkward for me because I have been counting down the days and looking forward to this so much. Hopefully there are some tickets available for this weekend. I don't know if movies really sell out, but oh my god, my eyes are burning. As disappointed as I am, I will say, I saw one girl who literally had her face painted green. Now, I would be pissed. I would be pissed if I painted my face green and showed up to this theater and you telling me halfway, come back another day. Am I supposed to paint my face the next day? Like, what are you talking about? Ugh. I just think that's so crazy. I'll save my movie review after I watch the entire thing. I think it's only fair, but man, what a tea. Friends, it is Monday. I don't know the last time I talked to you all, so I figured I would pick up the vlog. I honestly haven't done much today. I just went to the gym. I had a really good long workout. I came back, I cleaned up around the house a little bit, made myself breakfast, and got dressed. I slept in way later than I expected. I really didn't get my day started until 11, and then I had a really long devotion. So after kind of doing my normal morning routine with a couple of extra things, it's already time for me to leave for the day. First of all, the sun is already setting because the day is basically over. Not really, but it kind of feels like it. Anyway, I'm on my way to Silver Mirror to get a facial. You guys know I have my esthetician Dominique. My appointment's at 4:30. I'm trying to do better at leaving on time. That way I can get to places on time. Come on, I want to hear it in the comments. I know you guys are proud of me, right? Y'all better be proud of me because y'all know. Anyway, I'm quite sure if you guys enjoy seeing me get my facials, so let me know down below in the comments. I'm not quite sure what the traffic going to DC is going to look like at this time of day, so I'm just going to head out now. That way we won't have no problems.
Santa Claus pulled up, come get the loot. You better been watching what you do. None of that list you got, they gon' come true. Like you been good, haven't you? Santa Claus pulled up, come get the loot. You better been watching what you do. None of that list you got, they gon' come true. You been good, haven't you? I'm not trying to put demons in your mind. I just wanna wish you a good night. Hope you get the cream with the pie. And what's under the tree, hit your vibe. Couple of G's, couple of tries, couple of T's. That you gon' be more getting your C's. You with the passion and took it too far. Look like a fool, even in my world. Look like a kid with the heart that's lit. Santa's bringing all he can fit. You did your part, he doing his. Yeah.
Oh, look at these. I have never seen more beautiful chopsticks before. I'm not gonna get these because I have one pair and that's enough, but I love this idea. I really like these. I'm actually in need of one of these, and I think this would be really cool. But this one says mom and this one says teacher, so neither one of these really fit the vibes. Maybe I should just get one on its own. Yeah, these designs just aren't. This is so cute. I love little.
Hello, Citrus Sugar Rush Candy Shop.
I love little knickknacks like that, but I would never buy them because I don't have any. This is also like so cute, but like where would I put this, you know? Slide up. Oh, so cute. Yeah, the Christmas section here is nice, but I don't really see anything that I would actually get. I wish they had something kind of like this, but that were pillows, because then I would add them to my couch in my living room and it would make it a little bit more Christmassy with my neutral vibes and a little bit of pink, you know? Like, this is really nice, but this isn't my color theme this year. And I like these too, even though these aren't like soft, so yeah, nothing yet. Well, I say nothing yet as I have a cart full of things. This is kind of cute. And I don't know if it really I mean, of course it screams Christmas, but does it really look Christmassy? It's soft. I don't know though. I don't know. I don't love it. Let's look over here. Ooh, because maybe something like this. This is kind of cute. This looks more throw blanket. $20. the vibe I'm going for? I don't know. I like gingerbread, but I don't love this either. I don't know if I want it to be pink. I don't know what I'm looking for, you guys. I think next year I'm gonna go back to the regular, like, because this would eat. Like, this would look so good. I could have done a really nice red theme based off of what I see here in stores. But by the way, I did end up getting this wrapping paper. I think this is gonna look really nice underneath the tree. Non-shed glitter paper. I think I'm also gonna get some bows while I'm here. I got a couple of presents, perfume box sets. So I got one for my sister and one for my mom. And now all I have to do is get my brother a gift, and I'm basically done Christmas shopping. Uh-oh, what do you think? No, not cute. Fun fact about me, I will never get a white Santa. It has to be black Santa for me to get it. This is cute. I like these. Oh, and it comes in a pack of 2. This is kind of cute. I actually don't have a shower curtain on my second bathroom yet, so maybe I'll just get these hooks. This. It looks like these are the only bows that they have, which would be cute, but not with my decor. I either want white or this is so cute. Like a gold like this. I really like how they have these like pre-made boxes already, but I don't think that they're gonna fit. Or maybe I should get a box for my brother's clothes just in case. I could always return it. Let me see if there's one that's good for clothes, because I'm probably gonna get him some clothes. Something like this. This is actually I was actually coming in here for a lot of things, but I was hoping I would find like a navy dark blue jacket, and I think this is perfect. The sleeves are long. It's BCBG, so it's about $80, but I think it fits really nice. I wish it was a little bit longer, but I think it's good quality. I think I might get this too. Ooh, we are racking up a check in here. Okay, these are our options. I can't do it. They're all so ugly, but I think I like this one. I don't know what I'm gonna wear with it. They're literally so ugly, but okay, I'm gonna do this one. Okay, I'm back home. Before I get into the haul and everything, sorry the lighting is dark. I literally just have my Christmas tree lighting me up, keeping the ambiance nice and dim. Anyway, I'm eating dinner. I don't think I showed you guys, but I meal prepped salmon and cabbage and a little bit of rice. Defying gravity, the curtain rises on Wicked. Okay, so did I show you guys? Yes, I think I showed you guys the other day. I did end up going to see Wicked, the whole thing. It's actually really crazy where the movie cut off last time, because I was having some thoughts, had some opinions going on, but then once I saw the full movie, that scene was literally probably like the best scene in the movie. That really makes you be like, oh yeah, Cynthia, like you ate that up. You ate that all the way up. And I was talking to a friend about how I love behind the scenes stuff. Like growing up, see how stuff automatically play, like nobody asked you to play. And I'm so sorry the lighting is so bad, y'all. I did not grow up as an iPad kid because we didn't have iPads when I was growing up, but I did grow up as a back of the car movie watcher, because we did have like the TV screens in the back of our van, and I would watch the same movies over and over again because it was DVDs at that time. So, you know, every now and then we would get new DVDs, but for the most part we would watch the same movies over and over again. And so what do you do when you keep watching the same movie? You end up watching like the deleted scenes, the behind the scenes. You would watch it with like the director's cut where they would be talking over it, and I ate that kind of stuff up. I loved it so much. It just gives you a different appreciation, a different level of appreciation for the art that is the movie, even if it was like stupid rom-coms or whatever. I was waiting to watch this until I watched Wicked. I am planning on seeing it again, so I feel like I don't want to give you guys my review until I see it it for the second full time, but at this point I've seen it 1.5 times, so I can at least watch the behind the scenes and nothing will be spoiled, because I was literally making sure that the internet did not spoil this movie for me, especially having already seen the musical and like knowing the storyline. I wanted to make sure that everything else felt new and like a surprise. Anyway, so I'm gonna watch this and eat my dinner and we'll check in later.
Which is a spectacular Emerald City set from our brand new movie, Wicked.
This magical place has been our home for more than a year. And tonight, finally, we're excited to share all of our wicked secrets with you. Let's tell each other something we've never told anyone before.
This is not what I thought it was. I didn't think this was gonna come. It's the Wicked Stanley. I ordered this off of an Instagram ad like 2 months ago. I don't need this. I thought this was literally something else. I thought that it was another Christmas tree. Why is the top of it red though? I don't feel like it was like that in the picture.
I think I like it how it is.
I get the people what they want with agility. Yes, moving quickly, past ups and my enemies. They just follow legends, but they all real of me. Trust me, I'm about to get you hooked up. I'ma get your jealous friends crying. On my R&B shift, I'ma get your Christmas vibing. Santa Claus pulled up, come get the loot. You better been watching what you do. None of that list you got, they gon' go through. But you been good, haven't you? Santa Claus pulled up, come get the loot. You better been watching what you do. None of that list you got, they gon' go through. You been good, haven't you? My eyes start a stream from the offset between the wants and the needs.
Hello friends, it is the next day. We already know I laid on the couch yesterday and I ate that food and I was ready. Actually, I didn't go to bed. After I ate my food, I went to bed and I started reading my book. I'm on the second ACOTAR. Yeah, after we do this TJ Maxx holiday haul or whatever, I'm gonna do a Brelynn's book review because we have to talk about ACOTAR. I was up until 5 a.m. I think I like laid down at like 9:30. I was up until 5 a.m. and so my whole day has been pushed back because I didn't really wake up until like 11:30. I feel like today was a really hard gym day as well, where I was like, I want to give up. Like, I'm done. Like, you ever been in the middle of the workout and was like, you know what, I tried, I moved my body, enough is enough. I finished the workout. I did not do the Stairmaster. I was like, anyway, let's do this TJ Maxx holiday haul. I thought it was this week and then I looked at the calendar once I got home after buying all this stuff and I realized this is not this week, but next week we are having ugly Christmas sweater day at church. And it was on my to-do list to order it off of Amazon. I was looking at some different ones and I was like, oh, if it's gonna be this week, I need to order it, that way it'll get here in time. So why don't I just go into TJ Maxx, see if I could buy an ugly Christmas sweater there, because then I don't have to worry about shipping. I got that and so much more. Ooh. I'm not too mad about how much I spent, because you know how you just sometimes are like, oh, you know what, next time I see that in the store, I'll get that, or I need to add that to my list of things that I want or things that I need to get. I just kept seeing all of those things and I was like, oh, I didn't really plan on getting those here and now, but I guess I'll get them here and now. Like, for example, I got this witch hazel, or one of these honey pot sensitive foaming washes. I got a shower liner, shower curtain for my second bathroom. Then I also got these metal shower hoods. I told you guys about how I wanted pink wrapping paper, that way it will look really cute underneath the tree and everything would be nice and cohesive since the bulbs are pink. I did end up finishing my Christmas tree a little bit earlier, as you guys saw. I think it looks great. I mean, I like it. I think it looks really cute. I thought that this pinky champagne glitter gift wrap paper was perfect. Also got this thing of tape. I got this one for my sister. It says Michael Kors Gorgeous on it, and this is what it comes with in the back. So it is a perfume, a travel perfume. I think this is a body lotion and then a shower gel. This was $59.99. I think that this is a perfect gift for my sister. I'm curious to know what this smells like. For some reason, this reminds me of YSL Libre. It kind of smells like it too, just a little bit. But anyway, I thought this was a really great Christmas present. So literally I already have one person done. I'm gonna use my wrapping paper and wrap this up. Only thing that I didn't find, which I talked to you guys about in store as well, is I think would be really nice to have a bow. I think it just really seals the deal. I do like the smell. It's very grown and sexy. I think it really fits the vibe of exactly what you think that this looks like. After I wrap it, I'll add a bow to it later. But yay, I'm just so excited that I already have a gift down. I also got one for my mom. Like I told you guys, my mom loves perfumes. I've gotten her a perfume for Christmas and Mother's Day for like the past 2 or 3 years now. So she has a lot of perfumes, but she's just like hyper fixated on them. And she's pretty easy as long as like the bottle and the packaging looks nice, then she's pretty happy with it. So I figured that she would really like this Versace box because this is what the packaging looks like. I've seen this bottle before. I haven't smelled this particular one, but I think I've smelled like the purple one, and that one smells good. And this was $69.99. Everybody loves the gift set. This is what the bottle looks like. Really cute. But yeah, y'all, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I hit the jackpot. I was gonna get one for my brother as well. Like, I was really considering it, but I got him a cologne last year for Christmas and he did like it. That is a unique smell. So I only have one more person left on my list and then I'm done, which is the best feeling. Second bag, this is where a lot of my clothing items are. So like I mentioned to you guys, this is the BGBC. This is in a size large. Ooh, this even fits nicely with a sweater underneath of it. I love how there are flat pockets here, but there actually is a pocket here. And I just love the fact that it's kind of like a Sherpa. Speaking of, I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I also got this other coat. This is more like a duster type coat. It's not as thick, but for what it is great quality. And it was only $39.99. It's by the brand Love Tree. This was actually in like the junior section. And this also has pockets, which I really like. There's a million ways to wear this. It would have been especially nice during the fall season. But yeah, for $40, I know that I will wear this jacket a lot, so I figured it was worth picking up. The last thing that I got is my ugly Christmas sweater. You guys saw the one that I ultimately ended up choosing, and it looks like this. Santa baby. Last year for ugly Christmas sweater day at church, I wore a red Christmas sweater, but it really wasn't ugly. Like, it was cute. And I feel like sometimes it's like, dang girl, like, you know, why don't you want to participate? Like, have some fun. Like, I wanted to make sure that I was really participating this year. Sorry in advance, this video is probably really long and full of me talking, but I do hope that you enjoyed catching up with me. Let's do a quick chat about ACOTAR. I am in the middle of the second book, A Court of Mist and Fury. If you guys are not familiar, this is the current series that I'm reading. It is by Sarah J. Maas. The first book is called A Court of Thorns and Roses. So they call the series like the ACOTAR series. Now, I'm loving it. 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 And I was trying to figure out exactly how fast I wanted to go through the series because there is a 6th book coming up. We don't know exactly when that's supposed to be. In January, Onyx Storm, the next book in the 4th Wing series, is coming out. In March, next book in Hunger Games is coming out, as well as the next book in Legendborn. So we have some fun books ahead of us. So I don't necessarily want to speed through this series, but I don't want to be in the middle of this series when another book comes out. So I'm like, do I want to finish this by the end of the year? I totally can, but I also want to take my time because it's just a really good series. I really love the pacing. First of all, I love the writing. The writing is so amazing. It's not too simplistic. You know, I really hate when, first of all, give you guys a context if you're not familiar with the storyline. I'm never really good at this, but these are romanticises. So a bit of romance, nonfiction, fantasy type books. In this book are immortals, which they call fairies. I kind of think of it like Belle and the Beast. I've never seen, is it Beauty and the Beast? I think it's Beauty and the Beast, but that princess is called Belle. I've actually never seen that movie before, but it kind of reminds me like in the very, very beginning of that. There is a human girl and like this beast, like immortal type creature who she falls in love with. But the twists and turns that this book takes, like it really takes its time to build up this world, to build up your attachment and your relationships to the different characters, and I loved it. A lot of people told me that it was going to be like a slow burn, that they weren't able to finish this first book, or just kind of like giving me warnings going into it. And so I do like having those warnings. I didn't go into it thinking like, oh, like it's gonna be an amazing book right off the bat, but it still was an amazing book. I think that the pace for the first like 2/3 of it are slower than normal fantasy books. Like normally the first 100 pages is like so much information back to back to back, and you're kind of like spinning and you're trying to keep reading in order to get into it. And then finally after like page 100, you're like, okay, I'm finally getting the gist of it. Let's get into the story. You were probably like 200 pages in and you're like, okay, I'm getting the hint. I'm getting the hint. And it wasn't until like chapter 30 and beyond that it was like, bow, bow, bow. Like now that I have the basis laid. But it was still interesting. Like it wasn't boring. I just thought that it was good for my nervous system. Like this is the type of book where I could read it all day. Like I could wake up and read this in the morning time and read it all throughout evening, and you know, have times where I laughed and have times where I swooned and have times where I gasped and have time, like it's like great emotions. It's a great storyline. It's kind of like, how did you think of these things? But when it does, you know, need to get intense, it is intense. It is scary. I mention this a lot for TV and other books as well, but I don't like it when topics are so heavy or, you know, just the vibe is too much to where I have to take a break from it. I loved that because of the pace that she went, I didn't have to take a break from the reading. And so I got through this pretty quickly. I think I finished this in like 4 or 5 days. And that's because I'm also listening to the audiobook. You guys know I love immersive reading. So I was listening to the audiobook on Libby. When I tell you, this definitely got me out of my reading funk. Like I breezed through this book in 5 days, and because I bought the book set because I knew that it was a series and I just went ahead and immediately started the second book. Thankfully, the second one was also available on Libby at that time. This is probably like the thickest book that I have read since returning back to reading. I think Iron Flame is also pretty big, but this is like 600 pages. I am already this much through. I have this much left. Like I am getting through it, and I read this thing for like 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. Like I mentioned to you guys last night, I sat down to read this at 9 p.m. and I did not stop reading until 5 a.m. when I was like, you literally have to go to sleep. But I just enjoy the story. I think it's good. I love all of the characters. I feel like I may have some unpopular opinions of the people and the characters who we should love and who we shouldn't love. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick mid-series book review. I am loving ACOTAR. Also, is anybody going to talk about how our girl, Rebecca Yarros, the author of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, was totally inspired by Sarah Maas. Some of the characters in this book, well, really in this book, the character was in both of the books, but mainly in this one, are very familiar to us in Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I'm like, bestie, are you not upset? Like she stole your whole flow, word from word, bar from bar. And I don't know if this is just a fantasy thing. I was creating my own fantasy world and I was trying to describe this magic thing that doesn't exist. I would also have to give it a fake word or a real word that I'm creating a new definition for, because it's not a real thing. And so if another person were to create a completely different world but then use my word, does that make that word universal for all fantasy worlds? Or are you biting off of me? And are you stealing from me and you're just like using my ideas and putting it into a new story? Is that okay? Is that cheating? Is that plagiarism? Like, I don't really know. Especially when we think about the fact that I think this book was written in 2014 and this one in 2015 and the next one like in 2016. And Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, I believe they were written in like 2023 and 2024. So 10 years after this book was created. I think it's pretty safe to say that the author probably read these books and took a lot of inspiration from them, especially since they're both in that romantic-y category. I love them both. You guys know I love Fourth Wing, I love Iron Flame, but I also really love this series. And I think it's safe to say that this is the OG. For people to think of these things and then be able to write it in such a way that you can understand it and that you can see it and you can visualize it and you can feel it just by reading something, like it truly is a gift. And Sarah Maas, this girl is talented, so kudos to her. I am loving this book, I am loving this series, and I am super glad that I am out of my reading funk. And I will probably finish this series before the year ends, with maybe a couple of other books spread in between, but literally only a couple because I have like a month left of the year. So yeah, I'll probably finish the series and read 1 or 2 other books, and I'll do a book recap for you all, because I think I read about 25 books this year, which is like so crazy for me. But once I finish the series, I'll probably be around 30, and my goal was to read 12 books. And even with me taking like some weeks off every now and then, I superseded my goal, which is really fun to think about. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about that later when I reflect on all the books that I've read this year. I'm defying gravity. I'm flying high. OMG. Finally gonna do a Wicked review because my Wicked Glinda cup came in the mail. I honestly did not need this. I don't even know why this is red. Like, why is this red? Does this give Glinda or does this give Barbie? I mean, I'm going to use it obviously, but y'all know I collect cups. Like the Starbucks cups that I showed you guys, my new cup that I got. I showed you my other black one. Now I have this one that's also pink. This one is kind of like Glinda. This one's also like Glinda. But like, I don't even know why they consider this to be a Glinda cup or like Wicked. I don't know if you guys can see, there's kind of like little butterflies here. And I guess that's supposed to be Wicked. And then at the bottom here, I think this is Barbie. I think I was scammed. Like, this is giving Barbie and not Wicked at all. I low-key should have gotten the green one. I low-key should have gotten the green one. This is what theirs looks like. And this is what mine's looks like. Mine doesn't look like theirs. Is this a fake Stanley? Like, do I have a rip-off Stanley? Buyer's remorse.
She's so gorgeous. How cute, the little butterfly detail. She's so sparkly.
I have the butterfly
pretty.
detail. I guess it is sparkly.
A little quencher that goes with her. I wish she had the handle. And this one too.
This is what the green looks
gorgeous,
like.
but just obviously not my style.
Like, I don't know, the
She's
green.
really pretty.
I was just saying about how I was planning on doing like a what do you call it when you say what's oh, words. I can think, I can speak. I'm smart and I'm strong and I'm ready for whatever comes along.
I'm smart and I'm strong. I'm ready for whatever comes along.
And I got good friends to stick together into the end, and I'm able to do whatever I put my mind to. I like myself, I work a lot. I like myself, I work hard. I like myself, I work a lot. Don't say I'm not, because you can't see inside of me. When I tell you guys, I talked about this before. They used to play that song every single day after the morning announcements in elementary school. And I remember the day that we had an assembly and those people came in person and they like sang the song to us. And the fact that I can sing that, like when I don't always go to that song, but it is definitely embedded in me as a person. It's so crazy the things that, like, let me not get too deep, but like as a child, the way that you are raised and the things that you are told every single day as a child can become part of an adult's inner making. And so it was so nice that my school decided to embed like that positivity and specifically that positive self-talk. I'm literally like my worst critic when it comes to being a self-talk person. But I saw somebody on TikTok say like you literally cannot be your biggest fan and your biggest critic at the same time. I remember my first time going to therapy like in North Carolina in grad school, and I literally remember having that aha moment leaving therapy like, oh, I'm actually an op. Like I'm actually my biggest critic and I'm not nice to myself in my head, and that's not a good thing. And it's not because I'm like, oh, like, you know, you suck, you're blah, blah, blah. It really is just a matter of like I'm so particular and, you know, hard on myself that sometimes it just doesn't come off like I'm rooting for myself. And the world is going to be hard enough on you. You don't need to be hard on yourself as well. This also reminds me, like I said, I thought that this package was going to be a Christmas tree. Maybe I bought off a TikTok shop. After I chat with you guys, I'm going to pack because tomorrow I'm going to go to my mom's house, cook Thanksgiving dinner. Thursday's Thanksgiving. I'm going to spend the night. Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday I'll come back. And then next week we will Zoom getting the glam room together. But I guess that'll be another vlog. Need to edit a vlog tonight as well because I would love for a video to go up tomorrow. Trying to get them all out definitely before the new year. I hate posting old vlogs, but I'm almost there. So I just need to stick to my schedule. We're here to talk about Wicked. No one mourns the Wicked. I'm ready to see it again. I'm ready to see it again. I think it's really interesting to see like pop culture kind of take over Wicked. I knew it was going to be as big as Barbie and what was the other, kind of like Little Mermaid, but I think everybody in a sense has kind of seen the Little Mermaid, so although it was a big deal, it wasn't a shock. Like nothing in the storyline or the songs was a shock. But I think what's so interesting about Wicked is that it is a musical, so it has that like cultural aspect to it. When you have these two amazing people and then this storyline that has been going on for 20 years and there's a play on a movie and a story and a book that people have known forever, but like a lot of people don't know the storyline of Wicked. They've never seen the musical, and so it's this whole thing is brand new, but like everybody has some type of ties to it. Like you understand the Wicked Witch of the West, you understand the Wizard of Oz, or you understand Cynthia, or you understand Ariana Grande, or you just understand the idea of like being othered and different as like a person of color in America. So there's so many ways that people are relating to it that it really just reinvigorates my love for the story. I just think that the story is just so brilliant, and I love that everybody is discovering it. I hate the fact that there are two parts to it. I think that that also is upsetting because you kind of don't want to spoil it for people, but it's also like it's been on Broadway for 20 years. There's a book, like it's not really spoiling it, like, but also at the same time, for people who haven't seen, who don't know what it's about, it's like you don't even understand what's happening. And I feel like a lot of people have interesting takes on Nessa Rose and Ariana Grande, or just not Ariana Grande, Nessa Rose, Glinda, and like different people, like, you know, Oz and Professor Marble and stuff. My first initial reaction was that it was very hard for me to see beyond Ariana Grande. I don't know if it's because I've never actually seen anything that Cynthia has played in. I know who she is. I respect who she is. I remember when she was casted to play Elphaba and I found out about it and I was like, perfect choice. Like I know I've heard her sing before, but like I haven't watched anything that she was in. I've never seen her live, whatever. But I know that Cynthia can sing. I think it's also because like she puts on a wig, she's green, she has green contacts, like it's very easy to look at her and be like, oh, you're Elphaba. But it was so hard for me to look at Ariana Grande and see her as just Glinda and not, or Galinda, and not see her as Ariana Grande. I think that her comedic timing was great. I think that her singing was great. I think that her acting was pretty great as well. But I just kept thinking, this is Ariana Grande playing Galinda. And I know that some people don't feel that way. Some people do, some people whatever. I think people are more stuck on the character. And I do... Okay, sorry, battery died. I'm back. I do think that the Glinda character is so interesting because it's a mix between Sharpay and Legally Blonde Elle Woods. For example, when you think of like this blonde, almost ditzy, like just super perfect, like white girl Barbie aesthetic character, but they all have a different level of relatability and like just background to them that makes them different, special, and also this borderline between good and bad. And what I think is so interesting about the character Glinda is that although she is Glinda, Galinda, the good witch, like she is all about being good, she is not actually a good person. She is not actually a good character, but like her character is written so well that you have to love her. And I think that people who are like new to the world are like, they're loving the hair flips, they're loving her comedy, but I'm like, don't forget that she's actually one of the villains. Like she's the villain. No, she's not a villain, but you know, if you know, you know. Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, even though she was the main character, the popular girl, Barbie aesthetic, she was a nice person at the core. Like you never actually heard Elle Woods say like bad things about people except for the girl who stole her boyfriend. And then you have Sharpay Evans, who again has the same aesthetic, but then is more morally gray. Like she's known to be the antagonist in the film, although sometimes the reasoning behind what she does and why she does what she does is like, oh well, she's acting that way because, you know, Gabriella did this and if Troy would have given her a chance and whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, like you are technically the bad evil character in this movie. And evil, right? This was like high school, so she was like high school evil, and there are worse high school evils, but you get where I'm trying to go here. Glinda is somewhere in the middle where she's not like a good girl who just works hard and everything doesn't work out for her favor, but like her character still shines through regardless. But she's not like this purposefully evil character. But there are certain decisions that she makes where you want to like her, and she does want to be good, but then she's also super privileged. She is Galinda Upland from the Upper Uplands. Like she is privileged and she has this background to where she wants things to work out in her favor. She wants for everything to benefit her. She wants to have like you know, whatever it is that she set her mind on, she wants for it to happen that way, and she's not going to take anything less than that, even if that means being mean to professors, being mean to outcasts, leaving your best friend when she's about to jump off a building. Like, everybody is so like, oh my gosh, Glinda, why didn't she jump? And it's like, because she's not a good person. Like, she's a likable character. Like, we love Glinda, we love the pink, like, we love, like, her lines are funny, her songs are good, but Glinda the character is not supposed to be. I think also too, watching the musical, she's far away, you hear a lot of her funny lines, you hear her singing, but like, you can't always see her face emoting to the detail that you can during a movie. And so I feel like it brought like this extra layer of humanistic to Glinda that Ariana did through the movie, that made it even more like, this girl low key is kind of like nasty, but like she's not nasty, but she's calculated. I don't know. So I could not decide how I felt about Glinda. I think I've kind of made my decision to where I'm like, that's the point. The point is that she's kind of morally gray. Like, she's not as all good as she wants us to believe, or how everybody else thinks that she is. We know that that's not true. She's not all good. But she's not necessarily the villain either, because if we think about it, again, I think that having the outside world talk about Wicked has really brought new perspectives to it. Like, I don't know why I never related to Elphaba like as being a person of color. Like, obviously she's a person of color, but it wasn't until one of the characters said, I don't see color. And it was like a funny like throwaway line. Then I was like, oh, I don't know why I never thought about how this can parallel the Black woman's experience of being othered and left out and teased, and a lot of women as well. But it makes complete sense why Cynthia was the one to bring this role to life. I have never felt an Elphaba like I have felt this Elphaba. Like, she makes you cry. Like, she makes you really feel the pain that this character is supposed to be feeling. I loved Cynthia in the role, like everything about it. I love the way that she looked. I love the braids. I love the hair. I love the nails. I love the freckles. I love the contacts. I love the lip color. Like, everything. She looked beautiful. The acting was beautiful. When the movie stopped the first time, it was during the Oz dust scene. If you've seen the movie, you know that's possibly the worst time for the movie to stop. Midway, like literally in the middle of the Oz dust scene. That scene, and it was before she started crying. Oscar. Like, that's a good scene. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, cause that, wow. I don't have the words for it. That was an amazing scene. That was just like, this girl is acting. She's doing what she needs to do. I loved it. And then the singing. We knew that she was going to kill the singing, right? But The Wizard and I, defying gravity, ate and left no crumbs. She did exactly what she came to do. She did exactly what she needed to do. And I just thought that she was like amazing. I thought that she was perfect. I think that it's something about, like, again, the movie humanize the characters, and then having like people's like op-eds also kind of like humanize it to where I'm like, we're not just talking about at Shiz and then at Oz and in Emerald City. Like, now I'm thinking about it like, oh, if this was a Black girl and this was a white girl, and if you were the upper uplands of the Upper East Side and you were able to get into this school and you got your private suite, like, now I'm looking at Glinda a little bit differently. Whereas when I was watching it on the musical, like, I wasn't even thinking about it like that. And I'm kind of sad that it kind of took that away from me. But also it's like, I mean, art imitates life imitates art. So this is a depiction, and it really just makes me, again, have a different feeling and perspective towards all the different characters, in a positive way for Elphaba and negative way for Glinda. Also, last thing that I'm going to say is that my original thoughts leaving the movie the first time was, I wish that they would have chosen all fresh new actors and actresses. I wish that everybody, this was like their debut film. That way we can just focus on the characters for who they are, and not the additional star factor that each of the actors and actresses added to the role. Because like I said, it was very hard for me to see Glinda, because I was like looking at Ariana and I'm thinking, this seems like Ariana cosplaying as Glinda, but how else would Glinda be played? Like, I really couldn't say like, oh, she should have done this differently. Like, no, you executed that line perfectly. Like, this actually is really funny. Like, I can't say there was anything wrong. It's just the fact that you're you. And I like Ariana Grande. So that's why I was like, why am I having like this like I'm struggling to accept her as the character in my mind. I just realized I think that I wish that all the characters were just people who we didn't know, because I think then I would be able to see just this girl as Glinda and not Ariana being Glinda, and I would just be able to see Elphaba as Elphaba more. But like all the characters, like there are so many famous people in the role. I also thought that it was a little bit weird the characters were so old, right? Like they're not old. Ariana, I think, is 31. Really hit me because they look, you know, whatever, not necessarily college age, but they look good on camera. It was when the boy, what is his name, the one who played Prince Fiero, when he got on camera, and mind you, I loved him in Bridgerton, like think he's cool. When I saw that he was playing the prince, I was like, that's cool, I'm happy about it. But when he was on camera, I was like, this man looks old. He does not look like you should be a prince. You should be a king, or you should be the grandpa king. Like, okay, I don't want to age shame, but I just felt like realistically there was a disconnect, because I felt like the characters were much older than what the actual characters would be like. We're making a pass for it for talent's sake, and this is why I'm okay with them playing the roles, Cynthia and Ariana and everybody, because this is a really big deal. This is like the pinnacle of these people's careers. Like there's going to be Oscars from this. Like this is something that Ariana Grande wanted for her entire life. I think that it is fair that seasoned, hardworking artists in this field end up getting like these really big roles. Part of me is like, I think that the movie, the legacy, the history of Wicked, with all of it, like I said, the book, Wizard of Oz, the Broadway, all that before that, I think that it would have stood on its own. I don't think it needed these major characters. Obviously, having Ariana Grande as one of the lead actresses, you know, expands it even more. But I think that people would have, with the push that they were doing, the Stanley Cups, the Target, like Wicked is everywhere. I'm pretty sure it would have done great. Obviously maybe not as well, but I don't think that should have been the choice. I think that they should have considered, I don't know if they did, but I would have enjoyed having actresses and actors that we hadn't seen at all. But I also respect the choice to give people who were at the top of their game and who, you know, auditioned for it. They fought for the position, so they were the best. It's not like it was just handed over to all of them. It also is well deserved in that sense. It would be kind of unfair if there was like a random black girl we've never seen before. But like, how amazing would it have been for a nobody to like star in this film and like be Elphaba, and then like her career be skyrocketed from there. Not just her, but also the person who played Glinda, the person who played, you know, all those things. I think would be really, really cool. I think the only new actor the actress is the one who played Nessa Rose. Obviously, I've had some time to think about this, and I don't want my review to come off super negative. It's just kind of like, you know, comparing it to what my expectations were, what I thought. I think my expectations were high, and like I said, I didn't think that they were going to, I knew that they were going to meet my expectations, and they did. It definitely met my expectations. I thought it looked visually beautiful. I thought that they sounded amazing. I thought that, like I said, I felt something. I laughed. I enjoyed myself. I like want it on DVD. Like I just want to watch it over and over and over again. I'm so happy that it's finally here. I'm enjoying everything about it. Anyway, with that, I'm reflecting. Like I said, I didn't want to be too hard on things, but sometimes when you're talking about all the things that you were thinking and things that you wish were different, you don't really focus on the things that you did love and whatever. I do love just like how much fun I'm able to have with this world. Very niche of me, like everybody doesn't understand, doesn't like it, and now people are starting to get it. I went to the theater with my friend. I was like, oh, do you see why now I wore green when I danced to Defying Gravity for my talent? And they were like, I was like, wait a minute, you didn't get it like the whole time? Like I understand if you didn't see the musical, but I'm like, you saw the musical and it still didn't click to you? I said, wow, that's embarrassing. Maybe that's why I never won, because it never clicked and people didn't see the movie. I also think back to The Wiz and how literally Diana Ross and like Michael Jackson, like famous people were in these roles. How iconic that was, and how it was important for the history that iconic people were playing this role, because it shows the like the level of seriousness and like just expertise and just well doneness. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but you could tell it showed how serious the entire movie industry was about this movie, that they had high quality, the best of the best people as actors and actresses playing in The Wiz. And so when I think about that, I'm like, Diana Ross was not, you know, 18, 16 years old playing Dorothy. I think she was like 30. I remember thinking to myself when I watched The Wiz, like, is she supposed to be a little girl? Like, she's old. Before I even knew that this was Diana Ross, like, I just remember her being old to me. And I use old loosely, but you know what I'm saying? She's not a little girl. But now that I look back on it, I'm like, if I was a director, I don't care how old Diana Ross is. If she said she was interested in playing this role, you finna play this role. Diana Ross, you can play Dorothy at 45, 55, 65, 75. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're Diana Ross. Like, the legacy and the notoriety and the just respect that you will bring to this role is worth it. So I also will give that same grace and admiration to people like Ariana Grande and Cynthia as well, and really just the whole cast. Like, as much as I wish there were new actors, it does say something that these are the actors that got this role after all of the hard work and auditions and after all the other people who were equally as talented. It really allows for us to trust the directors and their process and them telling us, like, no, these are the people who are the best fit and the best talent to tell this story. So anyway, that is my Wicked review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, we'll see it one more time. This vlog is probably so long, but I do want to have some Thanksgiving clips in here for memory's sake. So I'm going to start packing. I will pick you guys back up when we are on my way to my mom's house tomorrow morning.
I see the candles come as the year gone by. Thrive for perfection now, and consumption so high. I know it's cold outside, but give me your hand so I can show you what love is. Dear Christmas, wishing for snow and some company by news that I hold close. So Christmas, no need to be perfect, just don't wanna be here alone. I don't wanna be here alone. When I dream of Christmas, it's not always joy.
Okay, y'all, good afternoon. We are on our way to my mom's house. I have been so productive this morning. I woke up at a good amount of time, did my devotion, went to the gym, stretched, showered, packed, picked up some groceries, picked up some coffee, got gas, and now I'm on my way. I'm supposed to be at my mom's house by 1, or she wanted me to come around 1. I'm gonna be there at 2. I don't feel like it's that bad. I don't, like, it could be worse. I have been hours late before, but yeah, I try my best to get everything I need to get done this morning. And I did. So now I can just breathe and relax. Oh my gosh, you guys, look what I bought at Starbucks. I'm so excited. Like this, like this may be my favorite cup. First of all, I've been wanting a green cup for a while. I have a lot of blues, I have a lot of pinks, and I have a gold. But you guys know I wear green a lot as well. And I've never had a green cup. I like to match my cups to my outfits because it's just what I do, right? So I haven't had a green, they don't have a lot of green ones. So not only is it a green cup, which I've been wanting, but it's the Wicked cup. I love it. First of all, it's so beautiful. It's so perfect. Look, it says Emerald City on the back here. So it's like so special. Of course, it's limited edition, which is just fun. Not that I love, I'm telling you guys, I have to be stopped. I can't keep buying everything that's Wicked, but I just love it so much. Like, this is what makes life fun, okay? I love Wicked. They're coming up with Wicked stuff. Like, I love these, like, it's two worlds collide, you know? And then look how cute it is. It's a little hot air balloon on top of it. None of my Starbucks cups, obviously, they normally don't come with this. So this alone is really cool. For the straw, so cool. Wicked X Starbucks, I'm literally obsessed. Like I'm so happy about this. I have reached my cup limit for the year. Not as big of a burden for me to have all these cups, but like in my last apartment, I was stressed out. I was like, okay, no more cups because I have no more space for them. Now I have space and I'm buying a new cup every day. Really should return that Stanley cup though, because like this cup makes me happy. This cup is unique. This cup is special. The other pink cup, I honestly like, I wouldn't use that over my other Stanley that I normally take to the gym with me. I was thinking like maybe I'll use it for like my protein drinks and stuff, but yeah, maybe I'll return that one because this one is definitely has me more excited. Literally, y'all, while I'm driving too, I'm considering getting this new Telfar bag. They just came out with mediums, and I've been really wanting like a solid blue bag, but I'm also trying to be good because y'all know I'm FUNemployed. Like I just be acting like, girl, stop it. Like I don't need to be buying stuff, but you know, like Black Friday, I don't know, but y'all know how it is with Telfar. Like their stuff be selling out, so I'm like, should I just get it now and think about it later? About one of my favorite purses that I have, it's actually this Kurt Geiger one because it is such a great size. Like first of all, the quality of it is amazing. Love how you can wear it long, so you can wear it over the shoulder, or you can wear it double up. It has a good amount of room on the inside, and when I'm like dressing up, like going out to dinner or brunch or whatever, that's the size of purse that I like to carry. Small ones are good for its own reasons, but I definitely prefer a nice medium bag. Maybe like an early Christmas gift to myself, a late fellowship gift. Like what can I do to treat myself? By the way, during this drive I'll be listening to the Wicked soundtrack. I know I'm obsessed. It is what it is. The last thing before I go, I ended up picking up a package before I left. In that package was this Fabletics order. Sweatshirt, this underneath top, and the sweatpants are all from Fabletics. I actually got them 3 different times. It is a tank and it has a built-in bra, and the back kind of has a good cutout detail. Love this top. When I saw that they had these sweatpants, I was really excited because I think I have these sweatpants in another color from them. This pretty pink, are you kidding me? I was really excited because Fabletics has long options, so these are long sweatpants. A dream come true. And then for like the Khloe Kardashian collection, they came out with these sweatshirts, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know that the sweatshirts or the zip-up jackets are going to match the sweatpants perfectly. And so now I have this beautiful 3-piece set. This is perfect for days like today, if you're running errands, you are traveling. Like I'm really considering going back and getting this set in the other color. I literally was stalking the website for this jacket because the sweatpants came out first, and then the jacket didn't come out until like sometime last week, and it just kept saying on the website coming soon, and I was like, why are the pants available but the jacket is not? Usually when it comes to the pants, especially for long, I have to move quickly or else it will sell out. In general, that's kind of how Fabletics is. Like if I see something on there that I feel like I'm going to use, I try and buy it, because if I wait, things will sell out, and I know that I'm going to wear it, and I do like the quality. I literally cannot fit any more workout sets in my workout closet. The fact that I have a whole workout closet, I have a whole closet just for workout clothes, and it's still stuff to the max, that shows me, okay, it's time to, you know, reel it on in. I'm really trying not to buy any more workout sets. This is not really a workout though, this is lounge. There is a similar sweatsuit that I've seen people wear from Aritzia, and I think it's like $70 for the jacket alone, and I don't even know how much the pants are. I'm sure the quality is maybe a little bit thicker, but I just personally am not at the place where I want to buy a $70 sweat set. The way that I am in love with this zip-up jacket, I am in love with this set, and the way that I will wear it all the time. Like, do not get bored of seeing me in this, because you are going to see me in this set. Like, oh my gosh, this is my problem. If I like something, I want it in every color. I'm literally like, I have to get this in other colors because the fit of it, the comfortability, like I'm just, especially for this time of the year, I'm in love. Ooh, look how small this small is. I think this is my first time getting a small, but I'm like, dang, this is small. But honestly, it's all I really need. I've been kind of wired off of caffeine lately, drinking it every day when I really don't need to. But I woke up this morning and I was like, I am tired. Like my eyes were literally puffy. I ended up getting the sugar cookie almond latte. For now, we're gonna head to my mom's house. We're gonna cook Thanksgiving dinner. I'm gonna get back in my cooking bag. I feel like very confident in the kitchen now, especially since I just cooked the meals for Friendsgiving a couple of weeks ago. I'm really excited about Thanksgiving this year. I'm sad my favorite cousin is gonna be here because he's gonna be in Charlotte, but I was on the phone with him yesterday catching up, and we had a really good conversation. So I just feel whole and happy and excited to hang out with my family.
To do with me, be so happy I could last and so will be.
right, y'all, we're at my mom's house. Just washed all the greens, about to start cutting. She loves some reality TV show. I forgot what show this is. Match Made in Heaven, Ultimatum, something like that. Anyway, let the montage begin.
Santa, tell me when you'll show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be. Santa, tell me when you'll show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be tonight. It's all I need, somebody that I'm lonely.
Okay, y'all, let me tell you what's going on here. So Benita wants to do a healthy yams version, right? So she has this date sugar instead of our brown sugar, monk fruit sweetener for our white sugar. We're using agave and date syrup, and everything else is the same. So I think we're gonna make one that's regular and then one that's this healthy version. I don't think it's open. And then do a taste test tomorrow to see if it really is that different, if anybody notices. I don't know. You think we should do two separate or just do it in? I think two separate. Two separate? Okay. We're gonna mark them and test it and see. In agave and what's this called again? It seems like it's about the same.
There's people who are here from day one.
They never be too sweet. Yeah, I mean, it seems, like I said, it seems like a good idea. Like that's a good idea to have these anyway. I'm sure that somebody, that's their recipe anyway. Even the yams are organic. I'm trying to tell, like, that's the only thing I'm worried about is that these yams look
But they taste
ugly.
Like after I boiled them, like, because one of them really squished all up, it tastes like a regular yam.
I believe it. I do. I'm just telling you they look ugly. That's it. This really is unhealthy. So if you can make it somewhat healthy in any way, you really should.
And that's what she said. That's exactly what she said. Just any, any substitute, small changes. You don't have to do everything. So I told her the next thing I want her to do is the macaroni and cheese. Yeah. She said, everybody keeps saying that, yeah.
I mean, it's probably same thing, like, because I know this girl on YouTube, she does like vegan mac and cheese. So, you use different kind of cheese. I don't know. He may be calling me sometime soon, because he said he's making the mac and cheese over there. And his mom told me to do a roux. I said, we don't do a roux. We don't do roux. We're not doing the roux. I said, get your cheeses and start mixing.
What's a roux?
That's when people do the cheese over the stove, and so they put it in and then they,
So melting all the regular cheese?
Yeah, so people melt the cheese. So like how we do the butter, they would do like the butter, the milk.
That's what you do, butter.
Oh, yes. Girl, got the butter. We chit-chatting. Talk to you guys later.
Somebody I can give time and ring. Someone in this puzzle who can be my missing piece. You know I don't need anything else this Christmas Eve. Just want someone to be with under the shining tree. Hear the sleigh bells ring and the caroling. Under the mistletoe, under the moonlight, we can take it slow, I can be your only guide. Don't need to think twice when I got you by my side. With you everything feels just right. Didn't want to admit that I needed this wish. I know you got a lot on your list, but all I'm asking is Santa, tell me when you show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be. Santa, tell me when you show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be tonight.
Good morning. Y'all, Nina done woke me up at like 8 a.m. We still been cooking. Even though she went to go to sleep at like 7:30. But we're up. I didn't vlog, but I did the pasta salad. And We got everything in the onion. Got everything in the oven. Just took out the yams. These are the healthy ones. We did do a taste test and they're tasting pretty good. So, oh, I was gonna do this. What do you say? Don't get you on camera. I know. After I do this, cleaned up a little bit, and I'm gonna get in the shower and then get ready. But I'm about to add the marshmallows. It's not the angle. It really is interesting how it's not until I started cooking them that I start liking yams. I'm like, they're kind of good, you know. You just watch the parade.
I know.
We were all in a good mood, like, yeah, we're thankful. And it's like, now killed next to your family. Like, dang. Looking good. So good. Okay guys, it's a little bit later. I just finished getting ready. The food is basically ready. We told everybody to come. My sister just got here. Say hi to the vlog. Hey! So we told everybody to get here at 3:30. We should do one of those TikToks where it's like event starts at 3:30. What time everybody arrives?
I'm late and still first, which is ridiculous.
Which is exactly how it normally goes, literally.
And I swear, as many times as I try to take my time and not be first, I'm always first.
So we can see that it isn't hereditary, because that could never be me.
Yeah.
I try and be early and I still end up being late. I leave early, go to the wrong location. Like, it never works out for me, but everything is done, y'all. Oh, by the way, look at this super cute cup. Like, okay, it's not gonna make a lot of sense, but we have had this cup in my childhood. Like, I think it's my sister's. Apparently my mom just told me, and she got it when she went to the circus for the first time. It's always just been in our house. I saw her bring it out of the cabinet. I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to have that at my house. So this is my new mug. It kind of reminds me of the Dumbo ride. That's why I thought we got it at like Disney World or something, but she said that we did. Anyway, hostess with the mostest. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey y'all, good morning. It is Sunday. Just wanted to come on and end the vlog for you all. I stayed at my mom's house for a couple of extra days, and then finishing off the second book in ACOTAR, A Court of Mist and Fury. I really enjoyed it. It definitely leaves you on a cliffhanger at the end of every book, which is really cool. I did not expect for this ending to end this way, but I'm really happy that it did, because all I can say is that I'm not gonna say I'm Team Tamlin, but I grew such a strong love for him in the first book that I was really sad that we didn't see as much of him in the second book. And so I'm very, very curious to see how things are going to go in the third book. But actually, I am going to take a break from ACOTAR, and I'm actually going to read the third book in Children of Blood and Bone, because I ended up getting... Ooh, hello, lighting. The rental came available on Libby. I'm gonna put, dang, will she even fit? I'm like, okay, trying to put her, I'm gonna put her back in her home. Next book is actually just as big, but I'm probably gonna have to buy her off of Audible, because it's like a 20-week wait for this book on Libby. But anyway, this is the Children of Blood and Bone series. It is a Black author, so this is what I'm going to read next. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, that way you don't miss a notification from me, and follow me on my social media at Brelynn.hunt. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to live each day to the fullest, because you only live once. Bye.